been a while. Feeling better today. A bit better at least. So, Aspall Cider. It's their Harry Sparrow cider. A medium dry cider with bittersweet overtones. Established in 1728. 4.6% volume. Says on the back, a celebration of bittersweet cider apples with hints of cut cedar wood and apple blossom. Crafted at the original cider house in Suffolk. Appearance of amber, aroma of cedar wood. Must be interesting. Taste of bittersweet apples. Pair of a creamy chicken dish. A mild curry or Greek salads. Yeah. Well, I'll be drinking it as it is. So, right. So lovely to be out in the garden. I'm doing something in the shed, so I can't go in the shed. I'm making noises in the shed. So there we go. Look at that. It's beautiful. Not that you can hear it because the wind and whatever. So crystal clear, carbonate, a little bit of carbonation. Zilch ahead, but there's a small tinge of a head. Golden looking pour. Is that the cedar wood? It's like a strong blue cheese aroma coming from it. Now I don't really know what cedar wood is. But I'm getting like a strong blue cheese. And I love blue cheese, so that ticks the boxes for me. Actually make me salivating as well, which is quite nice. So, weather's going to change. By God, we need the rain. Quite sweet on the front end. That blue cheesy aroma filters into the taste a little bit as well. Going down very nicely. Ooh. I do like a good traditional cider. I like the fruity ciders. I do. I'm a big fan of fruit ciders. As long as when they get it right. Don't want to be tasting something that don't taste anything as anywhere near as good as what it's supposed to be, or like an artificial taste. And no one wants that. Crisp, refreshing, as it should be. Aspall are a big cider maker, so they know what they're doing. 4.6%, not overly strong, which is a good thing. It's not always about the ABV, although I do like a nice strong beer, but that's just helped me sleep. Earlier today I found out that the wife's got COVID, which means I had it last week, because I had symptoms last week that were very reminiscent, and I felt like crap. And it certainly affected the mental health side of things as well, which is not good for me, because I'm not very good with that. At least, kind of back away from things, and I'll take myself away. I'll take myself out of the situation, and back away from literally everyone and everything. And if you think about this channel, I haven't done any lives for a while, apart from the one with Adam. I literally haven't done. I did do them videos the other week when I was at the beer festival and at Neon Raptor. It's suppose it's kind of pushing myself into doing stuff, but feeling comfortable doing it. There's the problem. It's that being comfortable doing it. It's really funny because the times I've been out with the lads, Liam and Shane, they're kind of, quite up for it. So it was good because it brought it out of me, and that's what I need really. Bit of a kick up the arse, basically. Ooh, 4.6%. And now the blue cheese thing seems to have just disappeared. It's strange. Go away. Unless that was actually the cedar wood, and I'm just thinking it's blue cheese. You never know with aromas and even tastes. I mean, you think it's a certain thing, and it might be something else, and it's easy done, easy to make mistakes. So it's your own interpretation of what the hell you're smelling or tasting, more than anything. Ooh, just put. I'm doing an imperial ginger beer, so I've gone full pelleted it. 5 bags of sugar, ginger root, boiled ginger root. So it's going to be quite an intense, hopefully strong ginger beer. I'll know tonight or tomorrow when the yeast starts to do its things. It's a combination of 2 yeasts, the ginger beer yeast and a wine yeast, a dessert wine yeast that you could use for ginger wine to get a big ABV. And I'm hoping that they both combine to bubble away and boil away all that yeast. Will it work? I've no idea. That's why it's an experiment. I always wondered about getting cheap whiskey, and a couple of litres of cheap whiskey, and basically cheating and adding some syrup to thicken it up, and boiled ginger root, chuck it in, and see if it comes out as like a ginger liqueur. And a ginger whiskey liqueur, because the thickness makes it turn from like water to, that's what syrup does. You can use honey, I suppose, as well. But it's an interesting cheat. The King's ginger liqueur is actually really expensive. It's like, what is it, bloody 20 quid for 50 mil. 500 mil, not 50 mil, 500 mil. So to get a bottle of white whiskey at, say, 16 quid for a litre, so you've already got twice as much for less. So you buy 2 because if you're going to put ginger root in, you want more. And then put so much, like the syrup. You could warm the syrup up. You could actually just use sugar and make it that way. Syrup's easy. Put it in, mix it together, leave it a few weeks, and go from there and see, if you can do it. I mean, I love ginger, so to do that would be very, very interesting. It's all about playing and experimenting. How do you think all the brands that came out today were born in the first place? Half the stuff that is out there is only stuff that's been experimented on, and played with and all that. I do fancy it. I do like a nice whiskey liqueur. Yeah, only too much though. Yeah. Just want to nip down the shed for a swifter and pour a glass out, and it ends up being a pint. Yeah, not good. That's why I stopped doing. That's why I stopped drinking spirits. Stopped buying spirits. It was a dangerous road. And then bugger me, I did the same with wines, so I stopped doing that as well. Next thing, I'll stop buying anything above 4%. But you know, you can soon neck a 4% beer, and then neck another 4% beer. So you know, and there's the danger of beers and alcohol. The fact that you can neck stuff and you can do that. And am I honest with myself that I do it? Yeah. Yeah. I can be a naughty boy at times. And I know that. The wife knows that. And yeah, it is what it is. No one's perfect, are they? I need to get the light working in this. So, yeah. But in any case, it's going down well. I'm in no rush to neck it. It's one of them reviews where I can chit chat, talk about life. So the wife now this weekend's not going through her operation. She had to cancel it. They've cancelled it twice. Now she's cancelled it. So women's bits, obviously, nothing to do with me in that respect. And she's definitely got what I had last week, because I was crap last week. I felt god awful. And my worry is that she suffers with asthma, so it's quite frightening in that respect, if you believe everything you read in the newspapers. Now, I know that a lot of people don't, I know a lot of people do, so I'm not going down that road, there's no point. Everyone's got their own viewpoints on COVID, rightly or wrongly. But I don't want to be on the side that thinks that COVID's bollocks and my wife dies, and that would not be good. Because life would get very, 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 very difficult, and I don't think I can do it. But let's hope it's just a cold, she gets over it. I know my daughter's had it. I know both my sons have had it. You wouldn't have even known of the youngest. He had it, nothing. Older one had it, little bit. Daughter had it, she was quite a bit worse. I had it, and it did give me a bit of a kick in the bollocks, to be fair. And yeah, so wife's got it at the moment, so I'm watching, and see how she goes. And I shall be watching intently for any downward signs, because that's the worry. She's quite fit though. She does half marathons and all that sort of stuff. Does that mean that you're out of the running? God knows. I think life's a lottery, and we're all dealt a hand. Until things happen, we don't know what hand we're going to get. And my mum, she used to come out with things like, "Oh God, I wish I was dead." And she used to say that quite a lot, and it would bloody hurt. No one wants to hear their mum saying that. And it wasn't until the moment when she knew, when she had cancer, and it was bloody tough. 18 months of hell, Some ways it's like watching my dog, and we absolutely love this little fella to bits, but the downward spiral is certainly there, and it's in front of me, literally in front of me as well. Yeah, and see someone go down, it was awful. And sometimes, when I look at beer reviews, and some days I look bang on, and then I look at another day, and I look and think, fucking hell, I'm proper aged. And I don't really look that old in real life. And I don't know if it's the camera angle or what. Contemplations, eh? Oh. So, did my last lot of home brew for the year. Can't see myself brewing anything else before Christmas. However, I am brewing a fair few kits, so I'm going to try and rack up while I've got the money, and we'll see how it goes. If it comes to it, if I have to get a second job to put heating in the house, but either via cash in hand or working, I will do. It's not a problem. I may be 51, but I'm an absolute beast of a worker, and I'm frighteningly good at working, and also it keeps the brain active. While I'm working, I don't think about stuff. When I'm fully working, I don't think negativity and stress does not come to me, and that's a great thing. Earlier I was doing that imperial ginger beer brew, and I was proper, just at it, and the brain, there was no thinking involved, and it was amazing because everything got. I didn't feel anything, and I know that the boiling, when I get a boiling sensation in my leg, and feeling of doom and gloom, and it's all down to fucking mental health. And yet, as soon as I don't think about it, which is it's not as nowhere near as easy said than done, I'm all good. So just goes to show you, yeah, don't think about stuff. Yeah. Now we all need that switch fitting. And I tell you what, whoever could bring that switch out, you made yourself. Hey? Imagine bringing out a switch where you could turn off your feelings. Oof. Although some people have already got that switch built in. But yeah. It's a bird who's flying around. I'm sure I was being stalked earlier by a bird of prey. There was this big bloody bird, and this bird's going into next door's eaves. I've just seen a bird go into his eave. Oof, don't want to be my eve. I don't want him going in there shitting all over my stuff. But that's who it is, not mine. And he's miserable getting away. Said to him, tell him I told him what I charge. I'll sort your garden out, and it needs sorting out. Never no reply. His garden's in shithole, and I do mean the shithole. I've got to live next door to it. So his scruffy fence that's on the floor makes it look trampish. But what can you do? You can't sort somebody else's garden out. I mean, he's on the piss every night, which I can't really talk about that. Yeah, doing beer reviews, it's just an excuse to have a drink. So anyway, on the nose, there's a subtle hint of that blue cheese now, but it's if that's cedar wood, them fair dues. On the taste, lovely bittersweet apple taste. It tastes lovely, absolutely spot on. 4.6% goes down well. Out of 5, good 4.4 out of 5 against other ciders. Please remember that. And yeah, been good. It's been nice to have a chat.